Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Monday Night's House of the Dragon.
It's the weakest clap ever.
It is a weak clap. Speaking of the weak clap, Tyler the Redbeard.
Oh, thank you. Still just awful with the segues, I see. Okay.
Yeah, no, and of course, welcome to Miss JV.
Jason, yes, I agree. Great question.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I don't like it.
He was supposed to be streaming from within 300 feet of a school, but he can't.
That's so not nice. It's so messed up. Oh God. I don't. Anyway, so we're gonna say hi to the chat. Jason,
Anyway.
What's up, Jacob? Yeah. Where's Ryan? It says, "Wow." What's going on, man? Yeah. So it's good to be here back on House of the Dragon, and this one is called it's the Princess and the Queen, and this is kind of taking
Correct.
place after the fallout of everything that's kind of happened. So it's
after the after the fallout. You mean 10 years after the fallout? This is a massive time jump.
Yeah, it's a massive time jump on this one. And so you can kind of see that it's a longer episode too. So if we want to jump right into it, I got to share it.
Well, yeah, that's why we're here.
Cool.
Yeah, the very beginning here with the sound effects with the
Yeah. I mean, you think it might. You think it might go one way. No, it's a birth, and I'm like, oh, another birth. Great.
Yeah,
you can definitely hear the pain almost.
Yeah.
And again.
See you, Clifton.
See you, Clifton. If you're actually leaving, he's probably actually leaving because of the sound effects. As you can kind of see, it's sweaty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's it doesn't get better.
Reason number one, I'm glad I'm a guy.
Yeah. So yeah. Just yeah.
You're the third baby boy now. Baby boy.
Princess, the Queen has requested that the child be brought to her immediately.
Why?
Because she's the queen. Now show her the damn baby.
Well, I think.
I'll take you myself.
Also,
you should remain in bed, Princess.
Yes,
I should. Help me, Johnson.
Not to point out anything, but right as the third child is in her arms, someone walks in. It's like, oh yeah. The queen wants to see the kid. Little convenient.
Little power play, you think?
Just
probably. A
little bit. You don't think Allison would do that, though?
Oh, no. I mean, she doesn't take after her father in any way, shape, or form.
No.
And so off Rhaenyra goes.
Where are you going?
She wants to see him.
Hey, Lenore. Nice.
I'm coming
nice
with
to
you.
show up.
Nice to you to show up. Yeah.
I shall get no such satisfaction from that.
Just take my arm at the least.
And there's somewhere in here where you can see like a trail of blood.
Was it terribly painful?
At the end.
Yeah. Yep.
One of those kind of long shots is like, was that blood?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I took a lance through the shoulder once.
My deepest sympathies.
I'm glad I'm not a woman.
I think a lot of people are expressing that sentiment right now.
Yes.
I love that question. Did it hurt?
What is it? What is it?
Right.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Walk.
I mean, you're curious, but it's also ugly.
What could
No,
you
we're walking
possibly
up
want?
stairs.
I thought we were past this.
Princess, Selena, it is a privilege to be amongst the first to congratulate you.
Thank you, Lord Caswell.
If I may be of any service,
The day may yet come, my lord.
I'll let you know.
Mm-hmm.
We are turning back. All right? She can come to
It's like we're already almost there.
us. All right?
Unless you wish to carry me down those fucking stairs.
This is absurd.
See now, okay, so time out really quick here. So this is where, because from what I've heard from the book, Laenor does not look like he does in the show. And the reason for the casting is to show this contrast, whereas you can clearly see a difference
As far as the paternity of the baby, you mean?
parentage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's there's a few differences. All right, so
There's a few.
Princess?
Rhaenyra, you should be resting after your labours.
Yeah, I know.
That you would prefer that, Your Grace.
You must sit. Talia, fetch a cushion for the princess.
There's no need.
Nonsense. Finish this later.
This is another reason I'm glad I'm not a woman. I couldn't do like the fake niceness to be petty, you know? This
Right.
is- We're like guys, you know, they normally will
What happy news!
yell or fight or something, but they have to be
Indeed,
like
Your
fake
Grace.
nice to each other.
Where is he?
Oh, Viserys.
Where
It
is
seems
my
exhausting.
This is just again, and we see Viserys, who is going to be blissfully oblivious.
Sturdy. You will make a fearsome knight. Yes, you will.
Does the babe have a name yet?
We haven't spoken.
Joffrey. He'll be called Joffrey.
Ooh.
It's an unusual name for a Valerian.
mm-hmm.
I do believe he has his father's
Well.
nose.
And Joffrey, we find out throughout that's not a good name in Westeros. It never ends well.
Well, the last guy got his face beat in, so
Yeah, that's like 200 years in the future, though.
Right.
oh no, because his
True.
lover's name was Joffrey, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The what?
Yeah, and so that was like
Right.
a
Oh,
decade
is
ago.
it?
He got his face beaten or whatever.
Oh, yeah, Joffrey didn't get his face beaten. He has
Yeah.
that's right.
And then the other Joffrey, 200 years later, got poisoned at his
At his own wedding, yeah.
wedding.
If you don't mind, Your Grace, your daughter has exerted herself heroically and should rest.
Well done, my girl. I do hope the labor was easy.
I think I called the midwife a cunt.
What's
like
up,
it.
Mr. G? Yeah, we'll see you. We'll see you here soon.
All right, bud.
Do keep trying, Selena. Sooner or later, you may get one who looks like you.
Ouch. Ouch.
That's a bird.
Again. And again. And again, like Tyler said, that's this petty little kind of polite backhanded compliment.
The backhanded
kind of thing.
compliment, the negs, if you will. Yes, yeah.
Yes.
Couldn't do it.
Yeah,
She's such a bitch. Such a bitch.
she really is.
You don't think to consult me before you name my child.
He's our child, is he not?
Bitch.
Any one of us is bleeding.
I pushed this thing out. Right.
Yeah, and it's like,
and then this is the long shot.
I deserve some say in the affairs of my own family.
You don't seem so interested in our affairs, do they?
and there's just blood trickled on the ground. And he sees it, and he's like, oh, wow.
Yeah, maybe I should shut my mouth next time.
A big, scary dragon! Mother, look. We chose an
Ah,
That looks like the perfect one.
I let Luke choose.
jeez. It just so happens
Every
that
day an egg
Sir
kills the
Harwin
dragon.
Strong is in the quarters.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting.
What are you insinuating?
Well, he seems to have a...
But why would Sir Harwin Strong have anything to do with the princess's
He just likes
sons
babies.
from her husband? Right. Oh, I'm with you. Exactly.
Like a Santa Claus type figure.
like Santa Claus.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's looking on ever so adoringly at the baby.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure why. It's like
I heard. What a fine night you're going to make, eh? Might I?
Wow. Wow.
Sir Harwin wishes to be introduced to Joffrey.
Oh, he does.
Of course.
mhm.
Of course.
Joffrey, is it?
Wow. Look, that's just kind of. What's the word I'm thinking of? Oh yeah, cucked.
Father, please may I hold Joffrey?
Yeah,
If you're gay, though.
yeah. I was about to say, I think it's
Mm,
maybe.
mm.
I guess it's.
I mean-
it's possible for a gay man to be emasculated, but
I mean, okay, and then
If he's not fighting for it, it's not a big loss. You know what I mean?
I mean, they did try. Rhaenyra and Laenor did try multiple times to try and conceive a child. It just there was nothing, no oomph there.
yeah, you kind of have to have a little lead in your pencil to make it happen.
Well, being gay is not that. There was just no passion between the two of them to continue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So lead in the pencils got nothing to do with it, unless you want to use it, unless you want to keep using the pit.
it's
And
kind of
so
what I was
she-
getting at. And it's just kind of strange that he's like, okay, I'm gonna take my leave.
With my son.
Sleep in front of the
Oh,
commander of the city
that-
watch.
That's quite a.
Terrible
That's
lack of respect.
sharing quite the little
Says
grin
that
there.
Insolence runs in the family, I'm afraid.
This is a cool shot.
Ah, the dragon pit. Hi, Vermax. You little baby guy. Vermax, that's a good boy. We're doing dragon training.
Yep.
Cover max to heal precious areas.
The higher.
Siri.
Bringing in a nice goat.
Vamax! Vamax!
Kelis! Kelis!
You must hold mastery over your dragon.
I darlarot I got vespers on me.
As Prince Aegon has with Sunfire.
Si out tirios letus riva bagos loving tilza.
Once they're fully bound to you, they will refuse to take instruction from any other.
Can I say it?
Mm-hmm.
Dracarys, Vermax!
All right.
Eamon, we have a surprise for you.
Extra crispy.
Something very special.
Mm-hmm.
You're the only one of us, but
It's a little too crispy for my taste.
No. You're not a
Indeed.
and
dragon.
we felt badly
Nope.
about it. So we found one for you.
A dragon.
Okay, so
How?
so of the four we're boys right here, Amond, the second of Allison's kids, is the only one who doesn't have a dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Amond, Aegon has Sunfire. We just saw Jacaerys with Vermax, and Lucerys has Arax. So Amond right now is without a friend.
Well, it sounds like he's about to get one, though.
Right, exactly. Because his
It's
brothers
nice.
are
Nice of his
because
brothers, yeah.
brothers are nice, right? Nice and caring.
Yeah.
A-holes.
Behold, the pink dread.
Be sure to mount her carefully. First flight's always rough.
They're such shitheads.
They're brothers.
Yeah.
Dragging up real nice.
Brothers and nephews.
Yeah. So obviously, this comes into play later.
A lot later, but yes.
A lot later.
Maybe
don't
wants
go
to go
down.
down and explore inside the dragon pit.
Yeah, maybe not the best idea.
Well,
And
he
again,
wants a
this-
dragon, so he wants a dragon. Maybe I can bond with one down here. Wow.
This is a cool shot, though.
Hello. Yes, hello, Dreamfire.
And Gets a little bit more than he bargained for. So
Now this dragon is the one who has been claimed by his sister, who we are about to meet.
yes.
Elena.
This one has 60 rings. And 2 pairs of legs on each. That's 240.
Yes, it is.
She's a bit of an odd one.
Yeah, she's like.
I don't believe it can
She is a
And why is that so?
dreamer,
Do you think?
like her father.
Mm-hmm.
It is beyond our understanding.
I suppose you're right. Some things just are.
Your Grace.
Aemond. What have you done?
He did it again.
After how many times you've been warned, must I have you confined to your chamber?
He made me do it.
As if you needed encouragement. Your obsession with those beasts goes beyond
They
understanding.
gave me a pig.
A what?
They said they found a dragon for me.
The last ring has no legs.
It sounds like
But it was a pig.
Allison doesn't like dragons very much.
Yeah. No, she doesn't.
You will have a dragon one day.
You'll have to close an eye.
I know it.
Ooh.
Who on earth?
Foreshadowing.
They made wings.
Yes.
Apparently.
And also apparently, after losing an eye, he becomes quite large. I really like the actor that got to portray the older version though, but man, it's like stark contrast.
That chin he had, God, you could chip diamonds with that chin.
Yeah.
And a tail.
Let him have been so credulous.
He's a child.
He thought they'd happened upon some wild, unnamed dragon alerted to the dragon pit.
Your grandsons are a menace.
They're more children than he is.
They're savages. And it's not surprising.
You sure it wasn't our egg?
Have you
put them up to it?
Have you met your own children, Allison?
Yeah.
It's a wonder to me their eggs ever hatched.
Why is that?
You know why.
That's like every mom, though. It's always someone else's kids that are the problem.
Viserys.
Oh no. My mom was always
continue
like,
this afternoon.
if ever there was trouble, the first thing out of her mouth is, "What did you do?"
Well, probably for you, yeah, that was warranted. But for most kids,
My friends and I got in trouble quite a bit, and they knew we were all to blame. Yeah,
So, Tyler,
I was never to blame.
Are you the one?
No, I never did anything.
Okay. What you gonna do?
Viserys has quite the city.
This matter before, and you forbade me to speak of it, so I held my tongue. To have one child like that is a mistake. To have 3 is an insult. To the throne, to you, to House Velaryon, and the match you battled so hard to make for her, not to mention decency itself.
I had a black mare once. Black
Oh
like a
boy.
One day she was scattered pasture, and the neighboring stallion sired a foal on her. The stallion was as silver as the moon on a winter's night. And the foal, when it was born, chestnut. Just the most unremarkable brown horse you ever saw.
Recessive genes totally makes sense. Totally makes sense. Completely possible.
Yeah.
The silver stallion. How do you know it was him? Did you witness the act itself?
Recessive genes.
Consequences
It's completely possible.
of an allegation like the one you toyed would be dire.
So again, we see. The evidence. Again, we see the evidence of why Viserys is not equipped to be a king. He is just like he's basically telling Alicent, so what? Let it go. Just be happy.
Much.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Nothing's going to happen. Nothing bad's going to happen. Just calm down. You're overreacting. No.
Yeah, it's well, and of course the families are who brought their children together apparently are very much to blame because I mean he's gay, so thinking that he would have all these kids was just insanity, and yet they just steered right into it. They're like, grow out of it, right? Yeah, he's gonna grow sucking dick. Like, get out of here.
She flaunts the privilege of her inheritance without shame. She expects everyone to
this guy.
know the truth our eyes can all plainly see. And the king, her father.
He knows.
Of course he knows. Or did once, but has convinced himself otherwise. He'll do naught but make excuses for her.
What a little cuck.
Princess Rhaenyra is brazen.
This guy's been petty for a decade now.
A spider who stings and sucks
Yeah,
up
let it
prey
go.
dry. Spoiled cunt.
Wow. Wow.
No, it's not very nice, and he's getting the stink eye from Alicent. Well, she's like going, "All right, bro." She's like, "You're getting a little too liberal,
yeah.
little bit too liberal with the mouth."
We can say that. You can't say that.
Yeah, pretty much. That's kind of the look she's giving him, like, bro. He's like, "Oh,
That was beneath me, Your Grace. I apologize.
I have to believe that in the end, honour and decency will prevail. Meet a hue to that, and to each other.
And I'm glad this isn't on the screen because hang on. Standing in the window, jerking off.
Oh, come on. You don't do that every morning?
I've never ever in my life stood in the window and beat off.
How do you like wake up in the morning? How do you like greet the day if you don't stand in the window and get the business done?
Oh man. And his mom comes walking in.
It was the two of them. I couldn't be sure.
Emmett is your brother.
Oh, he's a twat.
We are family. You may
He's a twat. He's such a little peckerhead.
carve him about as you wish at home, but in the world, we must defend our own.
It was funny.
Do you think Rhaenyra's sons will be your playthings forever? As things stand, Rhaenyra will ascend the throne, and Jacaerys Targaryen will be her heir.
So?
Here she sounds.
You are nearly a man
just
grown.
like
How is it that you can be so short-sighted? If Rhaenyra comes into power, your very life could be forfeit. Aemon's as well. She can move to cut off any challenge to her succession.
Then I won't.
You are the challenge! You are the challenge, Aegon! Simply by living and breathing!
It's a little weird being aggressive and grabbing him when he was just
Right,
touching
yeah.
himself just like 30 seconds ago. But all right.
You are the king's firstborn son. And what they know, what everyone in the realm knows, in their blood and in their bones, is that one day you will be our king. Just get dressed.
You couldn't have told him to get dressed beforehand.
Yeah, that would have probably been. Hey, why don't you put some pants on? We need a conversation.
Let's talk about it. Oh man! All right, so we got a shot of a dragonfly, which is pretty cool. And Damon's doing his thing.
You and Damon's been up for like a decade.
So she says Dracarys. Now, okay, so we find out that Damon has basically gotten remarried, kind of pushing the whole thing of Rhaenyra aside, for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
And he actually seems somewhat happy, to be honest.
Yeah.
So.
I feel like he should be a little more Damon.
I think the insinuation is that he got a little bit of what Daenerys had going on, where she, at least that's my interpretation of it. I don't know if that's 100% true.
I feel like his even just his eyebrows would be singed off if he went through that.
Yeah.
Much. Even if it was quick, there'd be some effects. I would think.
You would think so. I don't know what JV's doing. That is not English subtitles. That's all right. Whatever.
Fighting over the crumbs.
And before we come to blows, a toast to Aegon the Conqueror, your exalted forebear. You joined our cause against Volantis in a century of blood. On the great dragon Balerion, he flew to our aid in Lys and burned a fleet of enemy ships, thus turning the tide.
Aegon the Conqueror.
Aegon. This brings me to some business. A proposal I wish to make, in the spirit of honoring our storied alliance.
Your aim is to marry one of our daughters, Your Excellence. You might have said so and spared us the history lesson.
What? I would not count myself so deserving, my Lady Lena. I wish to offer you a permanent residence here in Pentos. This manse I would gift to you outright, along with its farms and lands, the vineyard and the wood. The tenants would pay their tributes annually to their new Targaryen lord. You would have your freedom of the city and the harbor, as befits your royal station.
Continue.
Lys and its allies rise again. The Triarchy has made common cause with Corem Martell of Dawn. At any moment they may turn their sights north. Your family has dragons. 3 now, mayhaps 4 in the future. My aim is to protect Pentos from the lustful eye of the Triarchy. Aid Pentos in this, as Aegon once did. And my gratitude will fill your cup and overflow it.
Your Excellence, we are travelers. We've already extended our visit here.
It's a most generous offer. And one we will certainly entertain.
Yeah.
Siri.
You are considering Prince Reggio's offer.
We have a good life here.
Yes.
We're free to do as we please. Welcomed and feted.
And eternally guest.
Precisely. We are without responsibility. The political scheming, the endless shifting of loyalties and succession is none of ours.
They are using us.
It's refreshing, isn't it? A simple transaction. We have dragons, they have gold.
Makes sense to me.
We are more than this, Damon. We are not minstrels or mummers who play at the pleasure of an alien prince. We are the blood of old Valyria. We don't belong here.
Valyria is gone. We don't belong anywhere.
I want my child to be born where I was born, on Driftmark, in my Lord Father's castle. I want my daughters to be raised in their homeland with their family, according to their birthright. At my end, I want to die a dragon rider's death, not that of some fat country lord.
why do you have to have standards?
Yeah.
Can't we just become rich and just eat and do whatever we want?
What's happening now?
They're training.
Oh, okay.
Training.
Feet light.
Well, 2 are getting trained. The other 2 are kind of meandering.
Mm-hmm.
Putzing about. Just, I mean, kids are gonna be kids. They're gonna be like, oh, I don't care.
Yeah.
This is the stuff line.
Whoa.
What?
Well, it's not so much that the kid is like, I don't care. It's the fact that 2 are getting the bulk of the attention and 2 are not. Because the instructor is Kristen Cole, and he clearly has a bias. I think.
Yeah, he's after over a decade, he's still got a giant stick in his ass.
Yeah.
Lads have learned
Bitter.
together, train together, knock each other down, pick each other up. You'll certainly form a lifelong bond, wouldn't you agree?
That is the hope, Your Grace.
Don't start you up, my friends. You'll get knocked down.
Oh God! Wow. No, even Lionel is like, that's the goal, sir. I don't think you're gonna get that. Just Viserys. Oh, buddy, come on.
Poor Viserys. He's just living in his own little medicated world.
Well, it's a world that he wants everyone else to live in. Look, we're happy. We're a family. Let's all just be a family and get together. And enough of this politicking and stuff. And who cares? Who cares? It's okay. No,
give peace a chance.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, here comes let's just say
I've won my first bout to Christian. My opponent sues for mercy.
You'll have a new opponent then, my lord of the straw. Let's see if you can touch me. You and your brother.
Touch. Touch. Just touch him. Just touch him.
I have to do better than that.
he's kind of wiping the floor with the boys. I mean, but then again,
Yeah.
It would be weird if he wasn't.
Weapons up, boy.
True.
Give your enemies no quarter.
Seems the younger boys could do better with a bit of your attention.
Sir Clifton.
You question my method of instruction, sir?
Yes.
I merely suggest that method be applied to all your pupils.
Very well. Viserys, you spar with Aegon. Eldest son against eldest son.
It's hardly a fair match.
I know you've never seen true battle, sir, but when steel is drawn, a fair match isn't something anyone should expect.
Well, there's some truth in that statement.
Blades up.
Yeah.
Engage.
Kid comes back rabid.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Foul play. I'll deal with him. Plant your feet, use the height advantage, use it. Advance on him with a possible use of those.
His chest and his arty
You! Close with him. Press him backward. Close with him. Stay on the attack. Use your feet. Don't let him get up.
So Viserys is watching this whole thing, watching his children go after his grandchildren, and in the middle of it, he makes this face of like, "What is going on?" And it's like, you're the king. You could say something because obviously this is gone. There's some issues here, some huge issues.
Right. Well, because again, he has been blissfully ignorant of the entire thing. He does not. He can see it transpiring right in front of his eyes. He knows what the problem is. He doesn't want to acknowledge it because to acknowledge it is to out his daughter, his heir, which he's not going to do. So he has put himself in this spot where he has to basically deny reality.
Yeah. And it gets real severe here towards the end because he's about ready to take a nice shot on the ground and
Don't let him get up. Stay on the attack. Enough. You dare put hands on me! They're gone. You forget yourself, Strong. That is the prince.
This is what you teach, Cole. Cruelty to the weaker opponent.
Your interest in the princeling's training is quite unusual, Commander. Most men would only have that kind of devotion toward a cousin. Or a brother.
Poke.
Or a son.
You poked a bear!
Gets his clock clean. He gets the brakes beaten off of him.
Well, I mean, not only did he poke a bear, he poked a bear with the nickname Breakbone.
Yeah.
See to it the cook gives you a good clear one.
Princess, there's been an incident in the yard.
Clear the room. Thank you for the maps. So now I can skulk about.
So that's what this is about. Your shame. Our shame, Harwin! Shame on the whole of House Strong.
Because I laid my hands on that insufferable Cole. The son of a steward.
He is a knight of the King's Guard now.
Sailed Prince.
A defender of future heir to the throne.
You have laid us open to accusations of an uglier treachery.
And what treachery is that?
Don't play the fool with me, boy. Your intimacy with the Princess Rhaenyra is an offense that would mean exile and death. For you, for her, for the children.
It's rumor.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
Spun by the princess's rivals.
People have eyes, boy. Yet his grace the king, it seems, will not accept what his eyes see. This flimsy shield alone stands between you and the headsman. The willful blindness of a father towards his child.
I wish my father affected a similar blindness.
Have I not? These many years. And yet today, you publicly assaulted a knight of the King's Guard in the defense of your...
You have your honor. And I have mine.
I mean, Lionel's not wrong.
No.
He's not wrong.
To ease the pain, Princess.
Yeah, he's not wrong.
Oh, this just come. You could not come in at a worse time, Lenore.
I don't think he's too concerned.
No, he's shit-faced.
He seems pretty oblivious at the moment.
Yes.
My dear wife.
Probably not the best time to be. Yeah,
Oh.
you're a little.
I fell down.
Oh, Mr. Grant, where are you, sir?
Where have you been?
Out with Carl. Didn't I mention it? Are you in very much pain? Milk swells the breast.
Would you mind, Sir Carl? I would like to speak with my husband.
Of course, Princess.
Away.
She gives him this look.
Just think I was just like...
He's afoot again in the Stepstones, Rhaenyra. The Triarchy takes new life from its alliance with Dawn. They're waylaying ships and cargo.
Carl's been fighting there. And he showed me
He showed me a sack of sapphires, big as walnuts he took from a pirate he slew.
After all this time, this is just what I need.
Oh,
a little
all right, Grant.
adventure. Good honest battle to enliven my blood again. He says there is a Tyroshi general there, a giant, they say, who dyes his beard purple and wears women's frocks.
Yeah, you know.
A few months, maybe. To be back at sea.
Are you mad?
Okay,
Do you know what's happened?
so time out though, really quick. So we can make fun of Laenor and for his taste in people, for partners or whatever, but the guy is a accomplished sailor, warrior, knight. He's quite good at what he does.
Quite the seaman, yes.
Yes. I see what you did there. Well played, sir. Well played.
Yeah. And look, hey, to each their own, but when you've decided to play in this fantasy world, you kind of got to live it. You signed up, bro. You signed up.
Well, you've been guzzling all the ale in Flea Bottom. God to know what besides.
Oh.
Dark rumors are hunting us, Laenor. They nip at our heels. Questions about our son's parentage. Vile, disgusting insinuations.
Insinuations, are they?
They are our sons. Yours and mine. And their true father will not abandon them now to go carousing through the narrow sea, waggling his sword and winking at his sailors.
I am a knight. And a warrior. And I have played my part here faithfully for 10 years. I am owed
You
some...
are owed nothing. For 10 years, you have indulged yourself at court, bought the finest horses, drunk the rarest of wines, fucked the lustiest boys. This was our agreement. I have not begrudged you. But you do not desert your post when the storm lashes.
The wise sailor flees the storm as it gathers.
Okay.
Very well, then I command you.
There we go.
As your princess and the heir to the throne, you are commanded to remain in King's Landing and at my side.
Oops. Yeah, that's kind of what she's been insinuating. Be a man for once.
Yes.
It's been 8 years, Sweetling.
Kind of sucks this actress only
Half
gets
of them never do, you know.
5 minutes of screen time. She
What?
does it. Just knocks it out of the
Yeah.
park. So,
Yeah, she does.
Will they let me stay?
Well, who let you stay?
The Prince of Pentos.
I don't understand.
He wants you and Father. And
Make war
Bela.
with tits.
Because you have dragons.
Basically.
There is more than one way to bind yourself to a dragon. I was without one until I was 15 years old. And now I ride a Vega, the largest in the world. You have a harder road. Bela's dragon was born to her. But if you wish to be a rider, you must claim that right. Your father will tell you the same.
Father ignores me.
That's because
He's doing his best.
That's because what?
Because he hates you.
No.
Wow.
No. Definitely not. Correct, Mr. G.
Mm-hmm.
Leonor has written. Rhaenyra has delivered another son.
Does your brother mention if this one also bears a marked but entirely coincidental resemblance to the commander of the City Watch?
Wow. Even across the sea. Across the sea, everyone knows.
I miss my brother, Damon.
He's got a way with words, that guy.
He does.
Yeah.
I miss Westerosi strong wine. It could be depended on for a few hours of peaceful oblivion. Sound of shit you drink here.
Basically, what he's saying is, I need a stronger drink, so you will shut up.
I don't believe you.
Believe what you please.
Dempsey!
You know the virtues of Pentos, but you have no interest in it.
And welcome to Mr. G.
Hey, Mr. G.
Sorry, I had to take care of a couple of things at home first before I could jump on. But I've been listening.
Cool.
No, you're good. You're good. Yes.
So I want to ask Mr. G's perspective here, and we got to go back, and we have to go back to the courtyard scene where Viserys clearly sees what's going on, and because he has backed himself into this corner of I'm not going to go against my daughter, he has just kind of put himself into this denial of everything, and I just wanted I wanted your take on the whole thing.
The way in which it seems to be perceived in the books and the way in which that I took it was Breakbones is very protective of Rhaenyra because he's her personal protector, personal guard, basically like what Kristen Cole was. So anything happens to her kids, he steps in and defends it. And and that's the way in which it was. The thoughts running through Viserys's head, whether it is that, and these are just rumors that are trying to tear his family apart, or if there is some truth to it. Perhaps he is, smitten for the princess, but he doesn't believe that it goes the other way around.
Okay.
Yes, I did.
Gotcha.
He told us earlier that he shaved like everywhere too, which I thought was weird.
That's not what I said.
Even
That's
the
not...
shoulder hair? My God, you must weigh 5 pounds lighter now.
I actually don't have I'm not a very hairy person. But no, I shaved because I got something I got to do tomorrow, so I got to be somewhat presentable, and looking like a scruffy mountain man, even though I prefer the scruffy mountain man, it just wasn't going to cut it. But I'm gonna let it all grow back because I hate it already.
Yeah, me
gotcha.
too.
Yeah.
I'm just like, how can you look older and baby faced at the same time?
I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, you shave it off after a while. You definitely find some surprises, don't you?
Well, yeah, and the thing is too is that it always takes like a week for me like to get used to it because like your brain is used to seeing you the other direction, so it's just like a shock. I don't know. I wish I wouldn't have had to shave for this thing tomorrow, but it was needed. So, but yeah. Anyway, let's get back to this.
If you did, you would venture into the city, but instead you spend your time here, in the library, reading accounts of the same dead dragon lords whose legacy you claim has no hold on you.
Didn't know I was being so minutely observed.
You do not sleep.
Well, how can I with you haunting my every move?
Jesus, wow!
With words, man.
I'm just saying, you know. I'm just saying. Apparently, marriage.
If you would have wished for yourself.
Lena.
That's just being married.
That's not.
I'm just saying.
I have made
a good night of marriage.
But you are more.
Well, he doesn't have a problem with the other part of marriage because he's getting ready to welcome a fourth kid, so he's banging that out of the park.
Right. So he's gotten over his issues.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because she's.
You would too. I mean, she's stunning.
Yes.
Oh yeah, she's very attractive.
No.
So.
More than the statement. The man I married was more than this.
It seems like a pretty good wife.
Yeah.
It is Lord Blackwood's contention, therefore, that the Brackens move the boundary stones of
the small council
and put their horses to graze in his fields.
Why was this issue not brought before Lord Grover? Has he grown so feeble he cannot settle a quarrel over rocks?
I've heard tell that Lord Grover's son now rules Riverrun in all but name.
Grover.
He's also a Tully. And this remains
You know that the whole Tully family was named after Muppets.
Is that right?
Yeah, Lord Grover's son is Kermit and Elmo.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, 100%.
Interesting.
Wow. Jesus, George. Way to bury the lead on that one.
Yeah.
It didn't dawn on me. That's crazy. That anyway, yeah, the Tully family, which is obviously we know from Game of Thrones, and that's where Ned Stark's wife was. She was a Tully before she became a Stark. So,
I would agree. If we may move on, my lords.
And yet, the Brackens and the Blackwoods will use any excuse to spill each other's blood.
What they do.
So, this dispute bears looking into. There will be country folk who know where the lines have been drawn for generations.
That is easy enough. Sir Tyland.
We should address the latest developments in the Stepstones, my lords.
Ever be shut of that blasted place?
If you ask me, I think the Blackwoods have the upper hand.
We've moved on to the Stepstones, Lord Beesbury.
And the Triarchy's new alliance with Dawn?
I was hoping our negotiations with Sunspear might persuade them to see reason. To trust a Martell is to be disappointed.
And where, I wonder, is our Prince Daemon? I suppose I should call him king, as he styled himself when he won a battle there. Once.
That was a decade ago, and he has since left the region undefended.
We have left it undefended. There should have been fortifications built. Watchtowers, a fleet of ships, a garrison of soldiers sent to hold our ground.
We cannot afford it. Our coffers are great, but not infinite. We must consider the cost to our subjects.
I must
The
agree.
cost of war is greater.
Nope. I actually hit a button. But what's up, Wade?
But we have been lax, and the old monster now lifts its head.
Let us be finished.
Yes.
Wait. I wish to speak.
Be seated.
I have felt the strife between our families of late, my queen.
And for any offense given by mine, I apologize. But we are one house. And long before that, we were friends.
Before he started banging my dad.
My son, Jaceres.
Well,
yeah, that'll ruin friendships.
Yeah, banging. Yeah. I mean, shit. They used to like Rhaenyra used to like sit in her lap and they would play with her hair, and it's just like going. I was like, looked a little lesbian, a little Lebanese to me, but whatever. Then he started doing so. We're at Rhaenyra's big speech to try to mend the fence.
Gotcha. Okay.
In the original text, it's actually Alicent that makes the proposal.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yep. But it's not here. It's at a different point in time.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
quite a bit.
This will inherit the Iron Throne after me. I propose we betroth him to your daughter, Helena. Ally ourselves, once and for all. Let them rule together.
A most judicious proposition.
He's loving this idea. Yes. Okay, cool. Great.
Additionally, if Syrax brings forth another clutch of eggs, your son, Aemond, will have his choice of them. A symbol of our goodwill.
Rhaenyra.
Now, Rhaenyra's having a moment where, again, she just had a kid, so body's doing what the body does, and at least in this scene from my perspective, Alicent is now not being an adversary as a woman.
She's being a woman, yeah.
As Rhaenyra, let's stop and just, girl, we can talk later, because right now you're about to have to get made fun of, so let's just calm it down here.
Yeah, I agree.
Nope, I disagree completely.
Okay, go on, please.
She was looking for any reason to not answer.
You think?
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
100%. She was so thankful that happened.
She's like, oh, thank God, the milkers are going. Good deal.
All right.
Okay. They're a distraction.
I don't think that's pretty petty.
That's it. I mean, that's okay. Point made.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting. No, I definitely saw it the way you were talking about, JV, but that is interesting.
That brings up, that brings up a little like,
yeah.
Yeah, that is
kind of a
interesting.
moment where kind of women stick together no matter what, that kind of thing. But
right. But
apparently
not.
He may have a point. Yeah, that's definitely more interesting, Grant's way.
Yeah.
It is more interesting that way.
Handsome gift.
The king and I thank you for your offer, and we will consider it duly. You must rest now, husband.
Yes.
And he really does need
Sweetly
to
the
rest. He
fox
looks
speaks when it's being cornered by the hound.
She is sincere.
She is desperate. She feels the earth washing away beneath her feet, and now she expects us to ignore her transgressions and for me to marry my only daughter to one of her plain-featured sons.
The proposal is
wow,
my queen.
Damn.
We're a family. Let us put aside these childish quarrels. Join hands and be stronger for it.
All I'm saying is give
My
peace a
dear
chance.
husband. When I am cold in my grave.
Alice.
Oh, god damn. So now with that line, putting it into the full context, what Mr. Grant was saying about the milkers, that makes a lot of sense now. She's like, I'm not going to answer this. I'm not going to even.
Okay. Yeah.
It also shows a complete lack of respect. The heir to the throne has basically proposed something, and your response is, "Yeah, I'll think about it."
Right.
Yeah. And at the same time, she managed to insult Viserys' grandchildren, and his response is pretty milk toast. Like she insulted your whole family, like and she was
Where does that
insinuating
phrase
stuff.
come from, by the way? Milk toast.
What's that?
Where does it
I
come
don't know. I don't know.
Milk toast is very pale.
Yeah, but like,
So-
where's the origin of it?
No idea.
Medieval. It's an old medieval food. So
Is it?
something
Okay.
just plain? Yeah.
It's a medieval food. Okay.
That's to my knowledge. I'll be honest. I've never Googled it. So
I thought it was like toast that was put in milk. To be honest.
Dempsey, good. Yeah, good.
There you go.
Dempsey, there you go, buddy.
Damn, Dempsey, well done.
This guy's on it.
Yeah, he is.
All right, I'm gonna check it out. This better not be.
What's this to do with sperm? Hope not.
Timid, meek, or unassertive.
I do not need the blank.
The hand, you reckon?
Comic strip character.
The king is resting.
I will see him.
Lean forward.
Okay, so here we get a little.
So apparently it
I'm
came
being
from a
endlessly
1930s
fussed.
character named Casper Milquetoast.
Yeah, the comic book.
Okay.
Yeah,
I would not
Casper
have
the
known
Friendly
that.
Ghost. I didn't know that either.
Okay.
I didn't either.
It's a wonder I could visit the privy alone.
Your Grace.
I didn't know I was going
What
to
might
learn
this errand be
something
about,
tonight.
Lord Lionel?
Are you opposed to that?
Disappointed, yeah. Ryan promised me absolutely no learning when we started this.
I did, yeah. Just mind numbing talk about I don't know. I have no jokes right now. I'm tired. Sorry, it was a long day. And
About milk leaking.
What's that?
A lot
Oh,
of milk leaking in this episode, even in the words milk toast. So.
Yeah.
Your Grace, I feel. I have come to resign my position as Hand of the King. The episode in the yard this morning, my son Harwin has disgraced himself, and every fishwife in King's Landing will soon be telling the tale.
Young Harwin's outburst was unfortunate, it's true. But he's
No, what's
raised
a
well from
fishwife?
city,
Is that the
which
wife
seems
of a
punishment
fisherman?
Forgive me, Your Grace. it
Yeah,
is not.
it's just everybody.
Like a housewife?
Old wives' tale.
You have served me faithfully for many years. 10 as hand. Your advice has been sage, unmarked by self-interest, which stands in contrast to all others.
You speak kind words. But there is a shadow over my house, and it grows ever darker. I can no longer serve you with integrity.
What is this shadow? Name it if it casts such a gloom.
Yes. You must have your reasoning in plain language.
I was just like, please say it. Yes, say it. Please say it.
He's a schemer in this episode, man.
I
He always was.
Yeah.
Then I cannot accept this.
My dear husband.
I said no.
If you insist, my king.
I do.
Kind of regrets it at the end.
You will continue in your service to the crown.
I would then ask leave to take my son from court and escort him back to the family seat at Harrenhal. He is my heir, and will be Lord of Harren's castle one day. It is time he assumed his duties there.
Do it.
Alice was like, shit.
Mm-hmm.
So close.
You going to help me?
Bitch.
Bro can't get no love around there. Somebody's always pissed off at him.
Well, this is what happens when you try to please everybody. You please nobody.
Yep. Exactly.
That's convenient.
Mm-hmm.
I took the liberty of beginning without you, Your Grace. It seemed a sin to let such a pie grow cold.
You did wisely, Lord Laris. You had no such worry about the wine, surely.
Meat without wine is also a sin. It's been my duty to tell you of happenings about the castle, but tonight...
So we find out later that he's got a thing. I didn't notice, not rewatching this, I've noticed that as soon as she comes in and sits down, what does she do?
She takes off her socks.
She takes off her So
yeah, you don't notice that the first time, but you definitely did the second time.
You definitely do the second time because when we get to that scene, it's weird.
What's weird about it?
Not a clue.
Just the queen helping out a bro. That's all it is.
Yeah.
What's weird about it?
Just helping out a bro. Yes. God, it's going to be a long 6 months. Well, it'll probably be a long month and a half. It'll be less noticeable by then. But right now, fuck. I so hate it. You guys have no idea how much I hate this. That's why I only do
we're
it
looking at it. We know.
Are you trying not to be a fireman or something?
Am I trying to be a fireman?
Yeah.
Close.
Okay.
Close.
A police officer?
Close.
I'm trying to think of all the
a Mountie
here.
Well, for the sake of the internet, I'll tell you offline. So,
okay. Good. Tell me that. Okay.
Yeah, I'll put it in private chat. It doesn't bother me none.
And I do not.
See, if you kept his moustache, I would have said pool cleaner.
A man who starts fires. I think he means National Guard or Army Reserve. I've done my stint there. I think my back hurts too much to ever do that job again. To be honest, got some of them city miles on the knees.
Audience with my father.
Stuff that you probably have to go back to boot camp.
Not for as much.
Actually, I wouldn't. If you're under a certain amount of time, you'd actually only have to go back through your schooling.
Yeah, we got 10 years out before you. It's basically a hard reset.
Interesting, you said attempted.
My lord husband refused to accept.
Then he fell short of confessing my brother's transgressions.
With his eruption in the yard, your brother all but confessed the truth himself.
Truth has many flavors, Your Grace. Do you expect the king to doom his dear daughter to exile, or even...
Tell you not now.
That's why I said close.
It's a willful blindness.
Yeah.
The king. You'd surely suffer the same affliction if it came to
I
it.
would not. Lord Lionel is to escort Sir Harwin back to Harrenhal to watch over his seat whilst he continues to serve as hand.
But the hand is compromised by the acts of his son. My father cannot give unbiased counsel to the king.
It is now that I most rue the absence of my own father. He wouldn't hesitate to speak the truth to the king if Otto Hightail was still at hand.
Truth.
In this matter.
No, but he would be partial to me.
Oh, so just by that statement,
and there it is.
So just by that statement alone, the hand would be compromised.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right, but it would be in her favor though, so she's cool.
Yeah, so it's okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's a good compromise.
It's called politics.
Yeah.
Right.
You want to compromise in your favor.
Yeah, which everybody loves, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
in all of King's Landing is there no one to take my side?
Now, Sir Lord Laris, is kind of Mr. Grant. What is his actual position that he has access to the dungeons?
He doesn't have a position that allows him access to the dungeons.
Okay, so
he's just a lord. He's just a lord. That's okay. Purely and simply all it is. He's a lord.
Okay. So he has nothing. There's like no master of something, advisor to anyone. He's just kind of.
No, if he was a master of something, he'd be on the small council.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, I mean that's a good point. I didn't think about that. But he's definitely great at skulking about.
Heroes I have before me. A murderer. A deviant. A traitor to
He's
the
also
crown.
stupidly wealthy, so
For
that
your
helps
crimes, you've been sentenced to death by hanging.
What do you want with us?
I am prepared to offer you mercy. If you're prepared to pay a little price.
So Laris makes like his own like little personal the mercenaries.
Yeah, it's weird. He makes his own little secret organization with with badges and everything, and which makes perfect sense if you want to be hiding what you're doing.
Right, exactly. But he cuts out their tongues so no one can speak because they probably can't write either. So
Yep.
there's no way to tie anything back to him.
Well, at this stage in time, the maesters have a really tight hold on education. Most of the lords can't read or write either.
Okay.
So none of the Baratheon lords can write or read.
True.
It's all the maesters that do it.
As we find out, right?
Yeah, it's not until Stannis' father.
Oh, really?
He was the
Wow.
first one to learn to read himself.
Wow. Alrighty.
And he taught Stannis, and Stannis taught Robert.
Nice. Okay.
You're muted, Ryan.
Ryan, you're muted.
Thank
Ryan,
you.
you're muted.
Yeah.
So
You're
one
also
scream. Yes, I hate. Wow, you know what? I'm just gonna do this for the next month and a half.
There you go.
Even your avatar has more facial hair than you.
Yeah, wow. That's actually pretty funny. So one scream leads to another, and we start seeing a little bit of birthing going on. Well, we start with it, we finish with it.
Well, yeah, and this birth harkens back to episode 1. The child is breached.
Yeah.
Well,
Yes.
the child's a half dragon. That's the problem. It comes out scaled. It has
What?
tail. Yeah.
Did they go over that in this?
They didn't mention it. It's all throughout the books, and
Okay.
what happens
Yeah,
with her next is completely different as well.
Okay.
Huh.
Interesting.
So when we get through
All
that,
right,
I'll-
wow.
Yeah, I must have missed all of that then.
Yeah, I think
All
they
right.
mentioned that. I think they mentioned something about scale or something like that. Or there's they do mention. They only just touch on it.
Okay. Kind of gloss over it.
Yep.
So
Gotcha.
Damon is informed.
By way of the blade.
Where'd Ryan go? Oh man.
But I cannot say for a surety whether it lives.
This is how I will be for the next month and a half. So
we can't see his clean shaven face.
yeah, no, we're
Man.
He's shy.
Oh.
I'm more like yeah, no.
Would the mother survive it?
No.
So Damon just got proposed the exact same thing that Viserys did in episode 1. We can save the child, but she'll die.
Yeah. And she disappears into the night.
How?
Well, she does not want to go out like this. She wants to go out like a dragon rider. She wants to go out in a blaze of glory, and so she goes out on her own terms.
So does the dragon not know what's going on, or doesn't want to do it, or seems to be like the dragon hesitates, right?
Okay, so
maybe So what happens in the thing? She actually gets to get on a dragon, and she goes to fly up, and she falls off and dies. That's how she dies.
Okay.
There's no way in the world that Vega would burn her alive. Plain and simple. That because you gotta understand there's a psychic connection, a physical connection with them. So that would near kill the dragon doing it to themselves. It would be that
okay. Oh wow!
So
I didn't know that.
Even if she told him to burn
her.
Okay, yeah, she wouldn't do it, even if she was commanded to.
No, if she was unruly, then yeah, she'd be able to do it herself, but she'd be doing it at her own physical and mental cost because there is a connection with it. When a person starts riding a dragon, it changes them. A part of the dragon goes into them, and vice versa, because they do have.
Yeah.
They call it the blood of the dragon.
Right.
It's led to believe that it was the Targaryens' blood that was used in the blood ritual to create dragons. Potentially, that's the reason why they can do that, and they can be dreamers. And
interesting. All right. Well, we're gonna find out that it's not necessarily the way it is, and here.
They are Dracarys. Dracarys! Dracarys! Dracarys!
nah, bitch, don't want it.
And so Damon starts walking out, and right as
Vagar does your thing. Oof.
Be good to your mother, lads. I'll visit when I can.
Okay.
But that may be some time.
See, he just likes kids.
Right.
Yeah.
It sounds so terrible when you're saying that.
Well, how else would you explain it without him being the father?
With the P. Diddy defense, I see.
Yeah, it's
It's like you better be good and say your prayers and eat your Wheaties, or else he's gonna come out and get you.
Or else I'll show you why they call me Breakbones.
Yeah. Exactly.
Hell.
Or else Breakbones will get you. He's kind of the prelude to Santa Claus.
I will return. I promise.
And they're like, yeah, that's clearly our dad, right?
It's like,
otherwise they'd be like, all right, bye, see ya,
weirdo. All right, bye, you weirdo.
Where do we get our brown hair from?
The weird send off for the help.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. The fact it's like they're like going, yeah, they would have to know, or they're gonna be like going, this guy's weird. What's his problem?
Yeah. Why do we give a shit about this guy?
Man, mum's guards are always weird.
Kind of just too protective. I don't get it.
Mom, stop bringing these weirdos around.
Keeps calling me son. It's just weird. Like,
yeah.
Sonny boy, we're gonna hang out.
Got to go for cigarettes.
Wow.
Yeah.
He wanted me to do this thing called playing catch. I don't even know what that means.
Princess.
Take your son to work day? He's not my dad. What the hell?
It's like he works where I live, so that's kind of
Don't
weird.
try to bounce me on your knee, you weirdo.
We will exchange letters by Raven. Might that be fun?
Is Harlan
I
strong,
have to say
my
that to
father?
Ryan every couple days.
What's that?
Nothing.
We will exchange
No,
letters
honey,
by
Larry's.
Raven.
I've got a thing for cripples.
Yeah, Dempsey, you're not my real dad.
Check the DMs.
Yeah.
Am I a bastard?
Well,
Your dad's right there.
You're a
So.
Targaryen.
That's right. You've been called worse.
That's all that matters.
You are the son of a prince.
Yeah. Boys will be boys.
What?
Now kiss him.
Kiss it. Kiss it.
I take it he's gone.
We're finished here. We're leaving.
What of your offer, Jace and Helena?
I have been undermined. I made a spectacle. They whisper about me in the corridor as well. I leave them to it.
To Dragonstone, then?
I should have left years ago.
Yep.
Well, you're supposed to. That's the rules.
What of your position?
If you're the next
You've always
to
said
be there, that's
if
where
you
you
were
stay.
absent from court.
What was that, bud?
If you're the heir, you have to be at Dragonstone. That's part of the rules. But you want
So
to stay.
when she came, so when they got married, they should have immediately gone to Dragonstone.
100%.
Okay.
All right. I didn't know that. Well, then you've definitely
You
overstood.
probably want to separate your line of succession too, so that not everybody.
Yeah, just in case something happens.
gets
Yeah,
attached or
Yeah.
something. Yeah,
Right.
That makes sense. Kind of like how the
Makes
president
sense.
and vice president are usually not in the same place.
Yeah. You also might want to avoid sleeping with the, captain of the watch, but whatever.
With the help,
Yeah.
I mean, they might want to, so it's not a definite.
I mean that would have eliminated a problem.
Yeah, it would have eliminated a lot of problem. Oh, a lot of problem that this episode wrapped around.
Unless they brought him along as captain of
As
their
a
guard.
whore.
Yeah.
As a whore.
Is a whore?
She would pour her honey in your father's ear.
The wise sailor flees the storms it gathers.
Ah.
Yeah, you did say that, dude.
Yep.
You should turn around and say, "Who the hell said that? That's such a dumb thing to say."
Yeah.
We'll need
Like,
every
wait,
sword
what?
we can muster.
It's like I wanted a dirty weekend with me, bro.
Well then, Rhaenyra says, bring him along. I mean, you're gonna need him to do you, and he's a capable swordsman. So,
And I've seen the way you handle his sword, so.
Hey,
Good lord. Dempsey says it's consort. Thank you. So I have to say consort instead of whore.
Consort.
I don't know. Just
you're
whore
whore.
is more fun to say. He's a whore. He's all right. Guess we're moving. On the road again. We can fast forward to that.
we come to Harrenhal.
Mhm.
Not a great place. Historically, not a great place. Nothing ends
Some,
well.
some
here.
might even say it's cursed.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Grant, because there may be some in the audience who do not know the history of Harrenhal. Can you give us a brief rundown of this place?
Well, they say that the mortar is a mixture of blood and cement. Well, blood and stone.
Okay.
And yeah, it's forever cursed with dead. And a couple of big things happen in. I don't think it'll be next season. But yeah, it's generally the seat of power, and people who are involved in there usually end up dead pretty gruesomely.
Gotcha.
I think it was originally built by Bran the Builder. I think I'm trying to remember.
It was Bran the Builder, and I believe Harren the Black.
Harren the Black, yeah.
And they made this massive, basically complex that could withstand any ground force. And when Aegon
ground force
conquered
is the key.
Right. So Aegon came with his air superiority and basically turned Harrenhal into a big brick oven.
Yeah. Just a little bit of beaded glass, whatever. But speaking of dying gruesomely,
Yes.
Oops.
Like a sauna in here.
Break bones, but not doors.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it's made of the wrong material.
Yeah.
I still don't believe he could bust through it.
Gee, that's kind of convenient that Lionel and Harwin Strong come back to Harrenhal and die the same night.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the coincidence. The coincidence is, I mean, that's just bad luck, dude. It's bad luck.
It's very bad luck. It just, I guess, don't live in the death castle.
Yeah. Well, you know who is in charge of Harrenhal. Well, which house was in Game of Thrones?
Mm-mm.
The Baelish.
Yeah. He was.
That's right.
He was granted Harrenhal.
Yeah, it was gift to him. I think it was Slint that had it previously.
Yes,
So,
Janis Slint.
And then Tywin sacked it, and then they gave it to Baelish.
Nah, it'll be fine.
Yeah, it's all good.
What are children but a weakness? A folly, a futility. Through them you imagine you cheat the great darkness of its victory. You will persist forever in some form or another, as if they will keep you from the dust. But for them,
Gee, guys,
strange.
Pay no attention to the guys in the hooded cloaks just looking around.
It is such a great disguise. I would never think to look at someone acting
Those
like
Jedi?
like that.
Why are Jedi walking through here?
That's how bad Star Wars is. That even the characters want to get into a good TV series that they help into another one.
Right.
Is Qui-Gon walking by in the background?
Yeah.
Someone walks up. I love Star Wars. You look great.
Hello there, Jar Jar Binks.
Hello there. Oh God, did you hear the whole Lego thing about?
No, I didn't know.
Whatever. Yeah, I heard about that.
Oh yeah, that whole thing.
Again, no problem with the actor. The media is the one who had the problem with the character. I mean, the character's stupid, but anyway.
You surrender.
There's a lot of stupid characters in that one.
You may know.
You know what's weird is they're extra crispy too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Got crispy in this episode.
They're in a big brick oven.
Yeah.
What is the right thing to be done, but love stays the hand.
Brick oven makes me think of California pizza.
I'm about to say I'd eat some pizza.
Tasty.
No, it's gross.
Barbecue chicken.
Is a downfall.
Ugh. Done with bean sprouts. Gross.
Well, and so now we see Damon has just lost his second wife.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow! You know, it makes me think of the future. Wow, he doesn't have good luck at all.
No.
I mean, in all fairness,
no one does.
No one in this series does.
That's true.
No.
It's very true.
No. It ends bad.
Yeah, it ends pretty poorly.
Best to make your way through life unencumbered. If you ask me.
DMC, I think it's an upcoming Lego.
You've heard the
thing
stories of Harrenhal, Your Grace.
Maybe from May the 4th.
Right.
It's built in hubris by Harren the Black as a monument to his own greatness. Blood mixed into the mortar. It is said to be a cursed place.
Right.
That it passes judgment on all.
I didn't say it's so ominous.
No.
Right.
Was she legitimately not expecting this to happen?
No, she wasn't.
Okay.
No.
She was.
I don't know what she was planning on.
Okay.
Like him.
Allison was.
When she mentions it?
Okay. Here's what I thought, and Mr. Grant, you may say I'm completely wrong, but I think she was just venting, and Laris is like, okay, I can arrange this, and made it happen.
I don't think she was maybe expecting him to go that far, but I think she was expecting something for him.
Yeah,
I don't
she must
think
have great feet.
I don't know. What do you think, Grant?
Well, with Allison is forever scheming. Like it's not really showing it in the TV series as much as it was told in the books, but she's one of the most devious characters in that. She's always playing the game, but she very rarely ever executes everything. She's more of a information gatherer. She lets other people do the work. So we don't know what their arrangements have been in the past with certain things, but if she goes and confides it in him over a problem, and then a problem gets fixed, and then she does it again, and then the problem gets fixed. I don't know if she had any idea of what the details were, but I definitely think she went to him saying, this needs to get sorted out.
That he
By
would
the
do
way,
something
if something happens,
about it.
you're going to inherit the house. You're going to be the Lord.
Keep
You're
me
gonna
out
be
of it.
wealthy.
Keep my hands clean. That kind of thing.
Yeah. Keep my hands clean, and you can see my feet.
Okay, because from the way this scene plays out, it's she like Tyler may have said, expected him to do something, but not to that extreme. Because
but damn, not that. I think
because she was like, I didn't ask for this. I didn't ask for this. I never said this. And then Laris is like, and then Laris is like, I'm sure down the road I'll be rewarded. The queen is now completely not that she wasn't, but her corruption is now in the murder as well.
And it's someone who she knows that he's now become way more powerful that she can't get rid of either. If she wanted to.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, she kind of helped put her, I mean, she helped put herself in this situation because now, I mean, he's got, she sees the lengths he'll go to. So it's like, you
No good. Okay, so let me ask this to Mr. Grant. Does after the scene does she realize, oh, I thought my dad was bad. I have a monster now, and this is scary.
No, how she feels is she's finally got someone on her side that's willing to do what she needs to get done. There's a sense of relief with it. She has what she complained about not having before. Someone on her side.
Okay. All right.
And now she's always got that in the back pocket. She's afraid of him, of course, but at the moment, that's her guy.
He's a little fucking unstable.
The Queen makes a wish.
All you gotta do is show a little feet.
Yep. That's what I'm saying. She's gotta have great feet or something. Because
I assume you will write to your father.
See, Ryan, you say he is unstable. I disagree. I think he is the most clearly focused.
Well, you can be clearly focused and still be batshit crazy.
Oh, he's not. He's not crazy. He's definitely damaged. Not just physically, but yeah. I also think that he's just like he's always felt inferior to his brother. It's kind of hard when your brother is literally the strongest man in the realm.
Yeah,
you're always going to feel, and you can't walk a straight line. So, but yeah, now he's feeling what it's like to feel powerful.
Okay.
I did not wish for this.
Just
I feel certain you will reward me when the time is right.
He seems nice.
Now, Mr. Grant.
He's a good fella.
Now, Mr. Grant, by reward, he's not meaning financial compensation, is he?
Where he's talking about there, he's talking about favor with Otto, favor with the hand of the king. One step closer to having the king's ear, which he's kind of trying to do with Alicent.
Okay.
As well. But yeah, I think deep down he's looking for any
little boom boom.
Yeah, anything. It was never really depicted of him being like into women or a womanizer or anything like that in the story from my recollection. Yeah, he's the closest thing we're going to get to a Varys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Well, that was just chocked full of
scheming, planning.
Yeah. It leaves on one hell of a note. I really enjoyed that episode. So we're at an hour 46. So we're gonna wrap this up. So Mr. G, thanks for being here, man. What you got coming up?
I'm doing a thing at the moment where I'm creating a song from scratch and releasing it once a day. So for the next 100 days, that's what I'll be doing.
Nice.
You're releasing a song every day?
Yep. First one's already out on Twitter.
Wow. That's neat.
All right. And secondly, Mr. Tyler the Redbeard.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me on. Looking forward to seeing what burns next week.
This one was fun because there's a lot of jokes. There's a lot of really inappropriate jokes and
mostly about your beard, but
yeah. Well, look, you know what? I do deserve it because you caught a lot of flack, not just from me, but from the chat and from panelists.
No, mainly from you.
No, the chat was on you pretty hard too. Well, look, trust me.
At least when Tyler shaved, he didn't have 3 chins. So.
Oh wow! I easily had 2 though. I mean, I can't.
Yeah, I still got a little bit farther to go, but I don't think I'm ever gonna be able to get rid of the puffy cheeks. It's just that baby face, man. I hate it. That's why, I don't know. Anyway, lastly and certainly not least, Javu, we got some stuff coming up. So
yes, we got Wednesday night is overbooked. A lot going on in the world of the WWE. As a matter of fact, after we're done here, I got to watch a whole ton of stuff and take notes and whatnot and all that fun stuff. And then Thursday, you can catch me on with Roman of the Empire for another chill stream talking about the world of pop culture. And then Friday, probably with the Weekly Rogues Gallery again. But yeah, this is his channel. No one really cares because you're all here to see the rest of us. And we're going to say goodbye. We're going to say goodbye for now. Chat, you're awesome. Mods, you're awesome. And we will see you next week, episode 6. So in the meantime, doodles. 7. Doodles.
Mm-hmm.